Young at Heart by Pam Young. Yesterday I went to Costco. We call it Cramco because we usually cram our trunk full, put stuff in the back seats, in the passenger's foot space, and on the passenger's lap. After more than 7 years of stopping Nellie, my indulgent inner child, from having the big 12-inch all-beef Polish sausage on a bun they sell for $1.50 with a 20-ounce soft drink, I caved. For 7 years I drooled looking at that poster of the meal with mustard, ketchup, onions, and relish running the length of the dog, and I always managed to distract Nellie. I don't know what came over me. I wasn't even hungry yet. I know Nellie was especially attentive the night before when our neighbor told about the wondrous time they had in Leavenworth, Washington this last weekend. Leavenworth is one of the top 10 Oktoberfests in the U.S. I can't think of the word Oktoberfest and not think about sausage. It just doesn't happen. So perhaps sausage was still on my mind when the poster caught my attention and reeled me in for the buy. The food concession at our Cramco in Vancouver, Washington is located on the way out of the store, so I've noticed shoppers park their overloaded and oversized carts while they order and eat their food. Before I knew it, I'd parked and was standing in line. My heart was racing as I looked at the other choices. A chocolate frozen yogurt for $1.35, another poster I'd drooled over many times.
May I help you?
Yes, I'll have the Polish sausage, please.
Anything else?
I looked up at the poster of the frozen yogurt. Yes, I'll have Oops, excuse me just a minute. I grabbed my phone out of my purse and said, "Hello?" After a pause, I said into the phone, "No, Nellie, you can't have both. We'll talk later." I pretended to hang up, smiled at the man, and handed him $2 and said, "No, just the sausage, please." I sat next to a woman who had one too. She was almost through with hers. We smiled at each other as I opened the foil at one end of my 12 inches. I was so excited to sink my teeth into it, but before I took a bite I said, "This is the first time I've ever had one of these." She smiled and said, "They are delicious. I saw my neighbor here and he told me he comes here just to have lunch. It's so cheap and tasty." "Have you ever had the frozen yogurt?" I asked with a mouthful. "Oh, yeah, it's yummy. But if you really want a treat, try the double-dipped ice cream bar. My husband loves those. It really takes 2 of us to eat one." Damn, Nellie did not need to hear that. Now she'll be looking for that poster and bugging me to try one. I love Costco. I'm always excited when we run out of toilet paper, the sign it's time to go there again. I just have to have a parking lot talk with Nellie before we go in each time so we don't get carried away buying stuff that will last longer than we will, a thought senior citizens have to consider. Now the parking lot talk is going to be longer the next time we go there. I'll have to have a checklist. No Polish hot dog, no frozen yogurt, and no double-dipped ice cream bar for 2.